Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama Rama Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Rama 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 Hari Hari Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra. You can put your mic on. Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra
Gaura Chandra
Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda
Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra
Gaura Chandra
Gaura Chandra Gaura
Gaura
Chandra
Chandra
Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra
Gaura
Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda 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 Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda Nityananda Nityananda Nityananda Nityananda Nityananda
Nityananda
Nityananda Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra
Gaura Chandra
Nityananda
Chitaya Chitaya
Nityananda Gaura Chandra Gaura
Chitaya Chitaya
Gaura
Chitaya
Chandra
Chitaya
Gaura Chandra
Chitaya Chitaya
Gaura Chandra Gaura Chandra Nityananda
Chitaya Chitaya
Nityananda Nityananda
Chitaya.
Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora
Gora,
Chandra,
Gora.
Gora.
Gora, Gora.
Ah,
Gora Chandra.
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Nityananda.
Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra,
Gora Chandra.
Nityananda, Nityananda, Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra,
Gora.
Nityananda, 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 Gora Chandra, Gora Chandra, Goranga, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai Pandit, Nimai
Revive for teacher from
Nimai Pandit,
Revive for
Nimai
teacher from
Pandit,
Nadia.
Nimai Pandit, Nimai
Revive for teacher from
Pandit. Nimai Pandit, Nimai
Revive for teacher.
Gora, 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 Gora,
Revive for
Gora, 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 Vishvavara, 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 oh, Goranga, 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 Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Chaitanya, Shri
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda.
Chaitanya, Shri
Shri
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Shri
Kasatara.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna.
Shri Vas. Hare Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna, Hare. Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Shri Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Chaitanya,
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Rama
Shri
Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya Chaitanya.
Rama Rama, Hare
Chaitanya Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya
Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna, 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 Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna.
Radha, Radha,
Krishna Krishna
Radha, 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 Radha,
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe, Radhe, Radha,
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe, 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 Raghunath Das, Raghunath,
Raghunath Dasa Krishna.
Raghunath Das,
Raghunath Dasa Krishna.
Raghunath, Raghunath, Raghunath,
Raghunath Dasa Krishna.
Raghunath, Raghunath,
Raghunath Dasa Krishna.
Radha, Radha, Rupa, Rupa,
Rupa Krishna.
Rupa Sanatan, Rupa Sanatan, Rupa Sanatan, Rupa Sanatan, Rupa Sanatan,
Sanatan.
Sanatan, Rupa Sanatan, Rupa, 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 Rupa Sanatan, Rupa Goswami, 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 Sanatan Goswami, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Ah. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Ah, thank you for coming, everybody. Ah. Sri Chaitanya, this is Madhya Lila, chapter 16. Where Sri Chaitanya enjoys rice at Sukumbar's house. We read some of this, so I'll continue. Sri Chaitanya's pastimes are not visible to everyone, only to those fortunate souls who receive the Lord's mercy. Yeah, so that Lord Chaitanya's mercy comes through the parampara, through his devotees. This is how you get it. And then you begin to feel attraction and attachment to the Lord. Yeah, I asked Janine, how does it feel when you're something paraphrase question, comment. How do you feel when you read this book? And she says, wow, she reads the book and she starts to getting overwhelmed with tears. And not like she can't just read it like a regular book. She just gotta relish it, and just see. That's what you get in this disciplic mind. This happens over and over again. You get the attachment to Lord Chaitanya, and then when you have this attachment, this ecstasy, it becomes to be more and more clear about Lord Chaitanya's mission. Okay? It becomes clear, and that's why I share with people this. When you start to see this philosophy is sacred, man. This is sacred scriptures. There's no scriptures more sacred than these, actually, because they reveal the depths of the absolute truth that hasn't been revealed before. This incarnation, once every 28 Kali Yugas comes. This, 28, that's a long time. See, and that time is now, and that's why we have these books. It makes sense why I got the order from Prabhupada. All these books were printed, is now just to preach them and destroy Maya, dismantle her, push holes in this house. See, the house for the conditioned souls, like Lord Chaitanya was pushing holes in the walls, in the ceilings, and everything, making holes. See, we're making holes in this universe, man, that house the living entities. And great, what a great mission! Who wouldn't want to be on this mission? Also got a nice report from Tarun. He's really, really into it, man. He's, he's like one of those. He gets to the point he realizes there's nothing out there, and he said the Vaidhi Bhaktas hate him. Anytime he preaches any truth, they hate what he says. Of course, because they're against God. I mean, the real God. I mean, they're not against the rules and regulation gods, even though they probably don't follow them very well. Yeah. See, so that's the secret. You know, whoever received Jesus, all their sins were forgiven. Whoever received this message, like he had a message, a word from was from the real God, just like the word here is from the real God. Whoever receives this, if there's some room, if not, you come here, we'll make a little room for it. See? Whoever receives this word, I mean, really deeply, you receive God. So what do you receive? Attachment to God. And that attachment gives you God. And he's bound to you like glue. Can't get rid of him. You don't want to get rid of him. Yeah, yeah. It's like the person says, this is my wife. This is my husband. This is my Krishna. This is my Lord Jesus. My Nitya. Yeah. So that's the secret, man. This is, if ISKCON knew this, and all these groups knew just this idea that if you can understand Lord Chaitanya's pastimes through the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which comes through the real devotee who is in the parampara, who's the real acharya. See, what is an acharya? How can anybody really have discrepancy that Gaur Haridas is an acharya? Really? He does what nobody else does. There's nobody that I've seen give attachment. I don't care how high, in the world they worship these gurus. Whoa, so great, with all the flowers and garlands all around them. Oh yeah, did you give attachment to Lord Chaitanya and liberate the person forever? Yeah. And many of them, they're called acharyas, Acharya Dev. Yeah. Did you give attachment to Lord Chaitanya? Where the devotees have tears and ecstasy when they read these transcendental books and begin to understand the deep confidential nature of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. Okay? And you're an Acharya Dev. Well, where's more of the Acharya? I think the more of the Acharya is here. Right? Acharya principle. Acharya means spiritual master. See, and that's why Prabhupada said an acharya is more than a spiritual master, because they got to be transcendental. You have so many gurus who are not transcendental, thousands of them not transcendental. 99.9% of them are not transcendental. Many of them are bullshitters and demons and liars and cheaters. Just take the position to fool the general populace. They have no scruples. Yeah. So acharya is in the transcendental position because of their attachment to the Lord. You all can be in a transcendental position. Anybody from ISKCON can also too. Any of you followers in ISKCON or Gaudiya Samiti. Yeah. Are you too proud there, Shamarani, to bend your knee to this preaching and to receive it? How about you? They got about 11 gurus now. How about you, 11 gurus in the Narayan Raj group? Are you ready to bend this knee to this preaching because of the stakes that are at hand? Because all you have to do is receive it. And with all these austerities you've done and everything like that, it should be easy for you to get this bhakti if you're sincerely serving Krishna and your guru even. Just put that as practice. This is the real deal. This is not training. See, this is flying. Ask Lalita. She doesn't train, she flies. That's pretty. I mean, is that offensive? Just to spell it out and to help people get out of illusion, if they want, give them a chance. Yeah, come here 30, 60 days and see if there's any preaching better than this. Listen to all the testimonies coming. Satisfied customers, because Krishna satisfies everybody. Everybody but the hypocrites. They're never satisfied because they don't want to follow the way. They want to make their own way. On another occasion, Lord Chaitanya, while dancing, suddenly stopped and looked about himself. Oh yeah, I read these things already. Lord Chaitanya's nature and position is inconceivable and cannot be understood. One moment he is the supreme autocrat, and the next moment he reaches out to embrace the feet of his devotees. See? So the real associates are like that also. Sometimes they're like, like, my God, who does he I think he is? You would say that if you weren't a devotee and you listened to Lord Chaitanya speaking, you say, who the heck does he think he is? God? Well, you just don't believe it. This is the problem. Krishna Das Kaviraj says, this is chapter 8 of Adi Lila. Those who don't believe in the mercy of the Panchatattva, they stay proud, and they just are croaking frogs. They just croak their frog philosophy, their mental speculations, and their memorization of the Vedas, and their quoting Sanskrit slokas. See? Because they don't believe in the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. See? Look at you guys that are believing the mercy of Lord Chaitanya here, coming through here. Look at this. You're understanding things that these croaking frogs can't understand. They croak and they die croaker. They croak when they die. One last croak. And then boom, done, finished. Okay? Here you start to sing the name, the name. You glorify the name from your heart, man, from revelation and realization and gratefulness. And you share that with your brothers and sisters. And this Sangha every day becomes a testimony to Lord Krishna Chaitanya and Sri Guru. Yes, thanks, Aman. Aman's such a sweet devotee. Crying out of great humility, the Lord said, "O Krishna, my dearest Lord, you are my very life." The Lord wept in such a pathetic manner that even stone-like hearts melted in pity. The Lord continuously manifested these devotional moods of servitorship. In front of everyone, he discarded the omnipotent demeanor of the Supreme Lord, and acting contrary to the nature of the omniscient self, he inquired, "Have I done something due to a lack of self-restraint and restlessness of mind? If so, then why was I not immediately put to death? Krishna is my life and soul. Krishna is my goal." See? Krishna is my life and soul. See? Love of God, love of Krishna is my life and soul. See? Krishna, the transcendental Lord, is the life and soul of a devotee. He's acting like a devotee. Yeah, because he found that's what he wanted to come here before. He didn't want to just be in the position down there. The Ras is not as sweet as a devotional Ras, as relishing in humility and humbleness, the glories of Krishna, the glories of God, the glories of Guru even. The disciple has a better relishable position because they're in that position of servitorship and submission. And the Ras is deeper. The Ras is tastier. Yeah, Lily does. I'm like, she knows. She's in a much better position than I do. You guys think I'm the guru? Yeah? No, she's the teacher, man. You learn from her. I learned from her, man, Nobody smiles like me. Devotional service to Krishna is the ultimate destination. See, pure devotional service, not just some general idea. Devotional service in practice is the ultimate destination. No. pure devotional service to Krishna is the ultimate goal, the ultimate destination. And that's here. Devotees relishing that position, and how do you know? They got their passport and visa. They have the love of Krishna, and the ecstatic symptoms, the pure ecstatic symptoms, shows in their conclusiveness. How do you tell the ecstatic symptoms between here and like Lalita and Johan? One is Lalita's conclusive. See? Johan is crooked. See? Is speculative. Is proud. See? So something went wrong with that. See? So that water was feeding the false ego. See? Which becomes very strong, and causes Guru Aparad, breaks the devotional creeper. And that probably got broken very early in the beginning. He maybe started to get some faith and all that, and all of a sudden it goes into the false ego, the water, see, and it strengthens and gets stronger, and then it becomes more offensive and more against. See, more thinking knows more than Guru. See, that's how the water can be misused. See, Lalita didn't misuse it. So the devotional creeper is watered and grows straight into Goloka Vrindavan. See, that's the example you follow, not that one. All the devotees perplexed with anxiety, and no one could defy the words of the Lord. At other times, when the Lord himself was in an omnipotent mood, he himself ordered the devotees to touch his lotus feet. However, now, feeling the mood of a devotee of Krishna, the Lord, upon seeing the Vaishnavas, took the dust from their feet, offering them respect. This intensely hurt the devotees within, and so, to mitigate their miseries, the Lord embraced them. The Lord in such moods respected Advaita Acharya as Guru. However, this caused Advaita much pain. Although service was Advaita's only wish, the Acharyas always found it so difficult to serve the Lord, and the Lord would not allow it. The Lord considering him Guru and begging from the dust of his feet. Actually, I'm going to go to another section. Sukumbara was feeling the highest ecstasy, seeing the Lord of Vaikuntha merrily chewing upon his chip rice. The Lord said, O Sukumbara Brahmachari, I reside eternally in your heart. I eat when you are eating. And when you go out begging, it is as though I am going out for a walk. I love that. That's the intimacy. I have descended to distribute Krishna Prema, and you are my eternal servitor, birth after birth. I gift you now with loving devotional service, which is most dear to me. Hey, gift. See how the Lord is, not everybody here has got really the full gift. They're getting there, but some have it. See, Lalita's got, she's like Sukumbara. She's been given the gift of pure devotional service, man. Isn't that awesome? Congratulations.
Congratulations, Guru Maharaj. You made a devotee.
That's amazing, man. Prabhupada said if I could make one real devotee, my life would be successful. And we're making so many here, huh? It's all icing on the cake now. Johanna's ecstatic motions aren't complete, I don't think. I can feel it's not total. But Lena feel like, you don't think, yeah, I know. Yeah, see, so Eric and everybody, if your bhakti is complete, is real, is not twisted, is not some fake version of the bhakti, like some twisted version, which happens, it can happen. Then if it is a twisted version, you'll be inconclusive. See, he doesn't even understand Guru Tattva. He's against Guru. He criticizes Guru. He criticizes devotees like Lalita. And his entourage, his associates are also blasphemers, like Christina. She's a blasphemer. She's an ungrateful person who got a little spark and then got something awakened, and it's all twisted. And all it does is lead to more and more offense. Yeah. I can see Lalita's totally satisfied. Let her guru realization and path. Joan is obviously not completely satisfied. Yeah, of course he's not. You can't be. But, of course they don't admit it. It's like, it's like the Vaidhi Bhaktas are like this. They're not satisfied completely at all, but they're too proud to admit it. Johann is just too proud. He doesn't even know he's got pride. He has a mountain of it. He's always had it. He's like an imitator of God. He wants to go around and be an exalted devotee and bless people. He's a false ego, man. He's a pipsqueak. He's a very big neophyte in diapers. Yeah. That's why I sent your girlfriend over there to him, because she's got these bad qualities like sneakiness, diabolical stuff. And she proved it. I think Lalita was spying on the situation, and she's blaspheming Gaura Hari already. So she can, that's what they do. They're neophytes, very, very neophytes, and very dangerous, actually. It'll spoil your whole, I don't know how serious you are there, Eric, about spiritual life. It's the most important thing in the world for an intelligent person. Give it up for a beautiful fault-finding woman is the most stupidest thing you could ever do. I wouldn't do it. What do you think Krishna thinks about people like that are hypocritical, and deceptive? And then they go to Johann, she was going to Johann regularly. Very dangerous situation. But anyway, I'm here to preach, to give this relationship with Lord Chaitanya to those who will listen to this preaching, receive this word, receive this ecstasy, receive these devotees. Become part of this family for real, and not for any ulterior motives. If you have ulterior motives, then this is they'll be brought to light and then sifted out of here. We don't have time for this. We're here to liberate the devotees, real devotees, not the hypocrites or not the Vaidhis that are too Vaidhi, too attached to the Vaidhi path or too attached to the world. We're too attached to their opinions. I'm not here to liberate Johann if he's too attached to his opinions. You can't liberate a guy like that. No, this is the process. Lord Chaitanya taught it and Gaura Hari Das teaches it, man. You come here and you start emptying those opinions out of here. They didn't work before, so just friggin' admit it. Why do you want to hold on to something that doesn't work? Why not do what works? What do you think? You come to learn something from a real teacher who's experienced, really experienced in this world, even. Yeah, Lord Chaitanya taught. He met people in South India. He showed them the ecstatic devotion, and they said, "Well, how do we get this?" And then he taught them these principles. And if they abandoned their opinion, they would enter into his bhakti cult. Otherwise not. They kept their opinions, like these Buddhists kept their opinions and tried to even hurt the Lord. Yeah. The Vaishnava assembly greeted these benedictory words with clamorous and joyous appreciation. Only the most righteous souls know the real essence of the begging activities of the servants of the Supreme Lord Narayan. Yeah, because if a beggar that is an associate of the Lord begs from you and you give them something, because usually you won't willingly give it, you won't give you give to a beggar, right? Usually and if you just do that deed, even though you don't know what you're doing, there's benefit, big benefit, huge. So Suklambara was an associate of Lord Chaitanya and Radha and Krishna. Yeah, he would beg for the more poor people, even more poor, and he was faulted for it by the general populace. They said, Suklambara, you're not a righteous person. You're not a good person. You beg from people who have less than yourself. That is a very bad thing. See, that's a personal illusion. See, that's not the truth of the situation. The truth will set you free of that ignorance and being a fault finder against pure devotees. See, if you believe in the truth. If you don't believe in the truth, you don't get set free. No, the truth is he would beg from people poorer, and that would make them richer than the richest persons in the universe, because they gave to a pure devotee what little they didn't have. See? So that he was benefiting them. To pass them over is some mode of goodness, idiotic idea. Oh, let's see, I shouldn't beg from them because I got more than them and all of that stuff. No, his intelligence was transcendental. He knew, hey, if they give me something, then their poverty will be finished. When you give to a pure devotee, it is returned to you unlimitedly. I've seen this so many times. I've seen like I remember Tarun. He gave a donation, like $90 or something once, and he was going this back and forth stuff and all of that stuff, and all of a sudden things have adjusted. See, he's getting what he wants. He's getting that connection. He didn't give to get money back. He gave out of his heart because deep in his heart, he wants God. He wants Krishna. See? Others do like this. Yeah. That's how it works. You give to ISKCON. What are you going to get back? Yeah, a bunch of rules, regulations. Maybe you become a Brahmin. Maybe it's returned to you, I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. There's no real Brahmins that I see around. Even if they are, you get a Brahmin's reward. You want a Brahmin's reward, or you want a transcendental reward? You want the reward of attachment to Krishna, which is attachment to the unlimited Supreme Personality of Godhead? Well, that's what you get here. You give your time, you give your attention, or you give your money. You get it back unlimitedly. Some people, they and I think, as a teacher for years, some people they can't do service, and they can't give any money, and they just hang around. See, and it shows it's a symptom of their insincerity. But a person who can't give money, of course, not everybody, a lot of people have a problem with that. But you can give your attention, you can give your time. That's actually more important, and full attention. Yeah.
That's giving your love.
Yeah. Yeah, you give your full attention and give your heart to this. Oh, yeah, forget about the money. That's what they're looking like that. So Prabhupada, once he begged from Brahmananda's parents some money. And see, but devotees sometimes beg money. He knows that what's going on. And you give to a person like Prabhupada, you're going to be really benefited. And so he begged it from the parents of Brahmananda. Can you give a donation for what we're doing, all this? And they said, we already gave you Brahmananda. And Prabhupada thought, they're releasing Brahmananda to me. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Thank you very much. See, so Brahmananda could fully engage without, parents pulling on them and all that stuff. See, so they acknowledged that they gave their donation was their son. Yeah. Okay, what do we got here? I told this. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Oops. Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, they are neophytes. I see that. We'll definitely keep your instructions and consider things carefully. Great. I told both Amita that if she wants to be in a relationship with me, she has to stop listening to Johans and listen to you, Maharaj, and obey me. There we go. Hey, now I like this. A man who takes control. Yeah, you don't want to let the women, the wild women like that, let's see. Maharaj, and obey me. Otherwise, I will not be someone's husband if they do not share the path I'm on, which is here, taking instruction from you. Thank you. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome, man. I like that. It is Shamaguri and others poisoning her mind with complaints about you, Maharaj. They are saying that you are doing false business. I am telling her it is not so. And you are bona fide, and the Sangha is bona fide. False business, man. What do they know? These.
I always knew what a Judas she was. I've always known that.
Judas, man. She was always like naturally a hypocrite. Same thing with Christina. They're hypocrites, man. They're very dark personalities inside, and they're full of poison. That's why they're with Johan. Yeah. So if she listens to you, we'll find out, man. And because otherwise, she's a neophyte. But the thing is, she also has to learn. She has to come to abandoning her opinion. She thinks she knows about Krishna and all these things, and you got it. Being on this path is following this path. So let's see what happens. The whole that whole group disgusts me. Actually, it is a disgusting situation over there. Really disgusting. Okay, what else? Therefore, the conclusion is that transcendental. Oh, wait. In the Vedas, the Lord Himself has instructed how to offer Him foodstuffs with different mudras and mantras. And without these, the Lord refuses to accept anything. Nevertheless, the Lord Himself has transgressed these rules and regulations for the sake of His pure devotees. The eating of Suklambara's chipped rice is the living proof. Therefore, the conclusion is that transcendental love is foremost of all rules and regulations and rituals. So if you see a Sangha of transcendental loving devotees, loving Krishna, That is the place to be, because that transcends the path of Vaidhi and the rules and the regulations and all that. That's all external bhakti. The Lord is so pleased to be with his devotees. Everything is purified. Everything is sanctified just in that meeting, in that closeness. You want to find Lord Chaitanya? He's here amongst his devotees here. You don't come amongst these devotees here? Good luck. I doubt you'll see Lord Chaitanya's real presence. I've been around, man. I've been to India 20-something times, man. Lived in India 3 years, bought a house in Radhakund, met many gurus and sannyasis and all of that stuff. Not one associate amongst them that I met. That's how rare. However, these rules and regulations are subservient to the movements and the moods of spontaneous loving devotion. And now this superior position of spontaneous loving devotion has been directly substantiated by Lord Gauranga. See, he's the spiritual master of the universe. It makes perfect, and anybody experiencing this knows what I'm talking about. Ramananda Roy said, those who are engaged in spontaneous loving service and affairs with Krishna or Chaitanya don't care a fig about the rules and regulations. That's his words, man. Yeah. If you care about them, you're under them. Even St. Paul talked about that. If you believe in the law is your law, is your judge. If you believe in the one above the law, Jesus Christ, then grace is your judge. You've been judged graceful because the Lord, you believe in my real devotee? And see, Moses came with the word of the law, and Jesus came with grace and truth. See? Oh, man, you're raised above that. See, that's why I'm not subject to strictly following rules and regulations and everything. Yeah, I don't believe in that process of purification now. Maybe in some other lifetime, not in this lifetime. Hey, man, it's all about grace of Lord Chaitanya now. What the heck is the problem? What are you, fools or something? Yes, I think so. Man, you think Jesus was grace and truth, man? Well, Lord Chaitanya's grace and truth on steroids. Yeah. This is what we teach here, man. Ecstatic devotion. What the Lord loved and preached, everything I preach, that's why the Lord likes me. He said, wow, you're preaching what I preach. That's fantastic, Gaur Hari Das. Right? Doesn't that make sense? He established devotion as above, and Gaur Hari's establishing it again because they forgot. Of course he's happy with Gaur Hari. No, of course, Prabhupada. You have my full approval and all that, right? Brother. Yeah, spontaneous devotion. Preach it, man. Definitely, man. Liberate people, from the rules and the regulations, man, because they're under the rule of the rules. And that's stiff. Makes you stiff and like a prune. I offer my respectful obeisances to the rules and regulations of Vaidhi Bhakti, but go away from here. I just want to see devotees who hear this preaching, and if it touches their heart spontaneously, and they become really happy forever, man, I'm good.
It's about going back to Godhead, not about going back to Godhead. No, 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 life after life. I'm not interested now. It's possible now. Prema is available.
Yeah, Janina had that realization today. She said she woke up with like or something, said that. She says, "Wow, I just feel like everybody should get this now, not later." Well, that's the way, yeah, man. The apostles who got the Spirit felt like that. That's why they sacrificed even their lives for this. Lord Chaitanya, his devotees felt like that, and they went and preached this out far and wide. We're doing that too in our own way here on the internet. What else, Alita? Give us a word.
Yeah, going back to Godhead, Guru Maharaj. Godhead. Krishna invites us. He sends his sons to bring us back to Godhead. Again, we have another chance. You has been sent here to bring us back. I cannot understand if you received here that bhakti, if you received that seed of devotion, then you leave and then you say, now I'm going to do it myself, while you received it from the person who will bring you back to Godhead. How can you have this idea? I'm going on my own now.
Well,
After being a devotee.
they have
So
another destination they want to go to. They want to go back to Goathead.
they are there already.
Goathead has come to them.
Yeah. what can be difficult? I'm giving your attention to the real God. If you know, then you will be embraced by the real one. Then what can be difficult to give that little bit of attention? Come on, it's about your future, your eternal future. They are playing with their future.
So the Brahmana Suklambara was not voluntarily, did not voluntarily offer the rice required regulations and mudras, yet the Lord ate it with joyful, painstaking care. Those materialists who have been blinded by the glitter of gold, position, family, cannot recognize a Vaishnava devotee. So don't just look at devotees. Don't look at persons sitting on high seats and all that. You got to analyze by their symptoms. They're sitting on like these Jaipataka would sit on a high seat like that, right? And he's got all the garlands and everything. Oh, he must be old. No, you look at the symptoms, man. Is he a symptom of a holy person or is he a symptom of materialist? Well, what's the standard? It stands right here. See, those materialists who have been blinded by the glitter of position. See, that's what happens when you become a guru before you're really self-realized, and they did. They became gurus at age 22 years friggin' old. Being worshipped. Can you imagine the bullshit they did? The stupidity, the pit of hell they fell into? 22 friggin' years old. And they had the audacity to be worshipped as good as God. You don't think their false egos is 10 times what it was before when it started. They actually think they can deliver anything. They can't even deliver pizza. Those materialists who've been blinded by the giver of gold, position, family. See, you can look at their family, their family of followers and worshipers. See, they're blinded by their family of followers worshiping their little buttocks. Cannot recognize a Vaishnava devotee. And that is, you want sadness, man? That's sad. That's why a person that doesn't have such a position is in a much better position. Because if you're willing to learn, willing to empty out, willing to hear,
And they're not. They're so blinded by position and false ego, that poison. They can't recognize a Vaishnava. Even you look at Johann and his group there, they can't recognize real Vaishnavas. They never could, actually. He never followed the process. So that's a great example of a person who wasn't a real disciple from the beginning. See? And therefore, the result is he's got he can't even understand Guru Tattva, the basic lesson that you surrender to a bona fide guru. I taught that for 6 years. He didn't hear nothing because he wasn't a real disciple. He wanted, like Ravana, you want to come in and steal and cheat your way into the kingdom. Oh, I'm going to go in this way, my way. See, I'll go and get the energy, man, get the awakening, and then I'll go over here, when he finds out what I've been doing. And then they're left with that. Still doesn't know Guru Tattva, so his preaching is zero, man, zero, literally. If trying to teach Lord Chaitanya's teachings and message and everything, his teaching is zero. Zero understanding now. Because even in this book teaches Guru Tattva. Chaitanya Leela, chapter 1. See, so zero. You can't get the number one's position. Hey, you think that's only him? That's for all of ISKCON, all of these groups here. They're zero right now. It's futile. Lord Chaitanya, this is the teaching of Lord Chaitanya. It's futile. You got no ecstatic love and devotion. That means you got no reality yet. So, to the Lord, it's like, well, it's futile, man. They're just, offering me this and all of that stuff. And that doesn't overwhelm me. That doesn't connect me with them. They don't know me. I don't even recognize them. I only recognize my pure devotees. That's why you're lucky. You should kiss the ground that a pure devotee is here preaching this, because the Lord ain't coming here unless the devotee is here calling him. This is how it is. The Lord only, we read that, right? Yes, this morning. Anybody here from this morning? The Lord only recognizes his pure devotees. See, recognizes, almost like he's blind. The person could be calling, he's got no bhakti, nothing, calling for, oh God, give me money, or God, give me this, give me that. No love. And it's like, is there somebody speaking over there? The Lord's blinded. He doesn't recognize. He only recognizes his devotees. His real devotees open his eyes. My old Greek family name actually translates to goat herder. Yeah, I don't want to herd the goats. We'll leave that to ISKCON. See, goat means less intelligent. That was Daksha. He had a goat head, less intelligent. See, Brahmins are less intelligent, especially when they blaspheme a pure devotee, which usually, because they got false ego being worshipped and respected and all that stuff, and then somebody comes that's actually on a higher elevated plane, like pure devotional service, and they become envious and jealous and competitive. It's just how the world works, man. Yeah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes very dear to those devotees who have no material possessions, but are fully happy in possessing the devotional service of the Lord. And as we talked about that before, it's not, you don't have to be a renunciate, falsely renouncing everything. All the Lord is requiring is that you come here and listen to the point of faith. Because when faith is born, man, then you've got it. Because that faith will grow, see, into realization, into ecstasy. Without faith, You cannot follow this path. That's why Johann can't follow this. He's got no faith in it. See? Christina, no faith. Yeah, Shamagori, no faith in this path. See? Oh, they would have faith if I would do what they wanted. Well, I'll have faith as long as I'm in control. That's what they're thinking. That's Mayas thinks like that. That's why Prabhupada didn't want to let his godbrothers help him after he was successful. Because he saw they had motive. They wouldn't help him before. They couldn't recognize a Vaishnava like him. See? But all of a sudden, he gets all these disciples and all these buildings, all this money, all this preaching, all this respect, all this worship. All they thought, this guy he's somebody we need to attach ourselves to. Kind of like the government, they attach themselves to people with wealth, right? And they like parasites. They take their wealth. So they were, the godbrother said, "Oh, no, I think we want to help you there, Bhaktivedanta." And his disciples said, "Oh, the godbrother want to help you now." And Prabhupada's smart. He's like Jesus. All the Acharyas are smart. And Prabhupada said, "Oh, yeah, they just want to come in like a Trojan horse. Come in and then take control." He says, "No way. They stay out there. And you don't distribute their books. You don't go to their classes. You think, why do I say, don't listen to Johann's classes. Don't go to his class. Okay. Don't go to these other gurus' classes. I mean, you want to be purified, or you want to be like like you might not even believe, like, well, I don't know, I believe you, I think I know the way it should be because I really love this guru. What kind of love you got, man? Do you even know what real love is? Love of God is pure. See? And if you have a real guru, love of guru is pure. See? I mean, real love.
Yeah, it is not only about the awakening, it is about surrendering gradually towards the Lord. And if you cannot detach from your false ego, if that is more important, you will never get self realized. Forget it. You will not go back to that. False ego is in the way. All the fighters have a mouth full of false ego, you false ego, you false ego. And none of them has the idea that actually they need to be purified from all those anarthas that they are carrying. Nobody understands that you've got to make room for the Lord before he can come. Yeah, you've got to follow really somebody who is teaching you how it works, who shows you the symptoms of ecstatic love, and surrender to that person. Somebody from who has that power, from who that prema emanates, who had that real knowledge inside of his hands and his heart. But everybody is doing it his way. Not surrendering, they don't understand what surrendering means. That's leaving your opinion, absolutely.
That's why only those who left their opinions and took on the opinions of these high-level philosophical conclusions of Lord Chaitanya could really get it. But those who held on to their opinions, they lost it. They like Vallabhabhata, he held on to his opinions, obviously, because he went out and started his own disciplic line. And he was Mahaprabhu, That's what it usually gets to be when you think you know better than God. You're competing with God. And the Lord might even give you, okay, go ahead, believe that you're God. Because that's actually one level of a spiritual path, is to identify with God. It's almost like a little child identifies with their mother and father and almost thinks they're the mother and father. And there's something there. I mean, if you want to go that kind of path, but yeah. I come here to listen and imply what is said.
I think it's Janardana.
Okay, yeah. Anything else here, Lolita?
I really love to give the Lord my attention, Guru Maharaj. A few seconds and he gives me a bunch of love and and embrace and reciprocation only by giving that little bit of attention.
Yeah.
Um, Hearing from you is giving attention to the Lord. Absolutely. Wanting to being interested in His truth, in His word, being really interested in that instead of saying, no, 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 I think it's this or this, and trying to find out yourself. I love to give the Lord my attention. He embraces me and he embraces all of us when we do that with a sincere heart. We are in a very, very beautiful place only by giving that little bit of our heart. Come on, man. Oh, you're muted, Guru Maharaj. You're muted.
So, right, Freddie replies to Rade, "You're going to lose all your teeth." Okay, let's see what she says. I want to be in the dentist chair. Oh, do you really? Okay, we'll give you a chance. So here you go. Here's the link. Let's put Rade in the dentist chair. So there you go, there, Rade. You want to be in the dentist chair? Yeah, let your wish be fulfilled. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give you a chance to get up here. Let's see. And I'll read here a little bit. So, the Vedas, the Supreme Personality of God becomes very dear to those devotees who have, okay, read that. Indeed, the Lord relishes the devotional activities. Okay, here we go. All right, you got your wish, man. So all we need is sound now. We see you, but you're muted. Yeah, so I'll keep reading until you unmute there. The Lord relishes the devotional activities of such devotees. Those who are puffed up with material education, wealth, aristocracy, and fruitive activity are very proud of possessing material things, and they often deride the devotees. Even if such people offer the Lord worship, the Lord never accepts them. That's the idea where Lord Shiva's servants peed on the sacrifice of the Brahmins. See, they were puffed up. They were associating with an envious person, Daksha. Doesn't matter that he was in a, looking with flowing robes in the heavenly planet. He was still envious of a pure devotee, man. The Lord doesn't accept worship from those persons. Not really. It's just a big show, a big ritual. That's all. It's like, go to the Vatican, they're offering the Lord this, and they're all materialists inside their hearts. You go to ISKCON, the leaders and everybody, they're all materialistic level. The Lord doesn't really accept from those persons. That's why Prabhupada put a picture for his devotees. offer to the picture because, it's better. Is it working there, Radhe, or what? No? I think you're just a simple postwoman and can't understand these things. So the Vedas glorify Krishna as being the life of the material, impoverished, and surrendered souls. That's the ones I see coming here a lot. The ones that are getting like really materially impoverished. I mean, they're just like done, with this world. So when they come here, they get relief. Okay? See, they're the ones who are more open to listening and to abandon their ideas and stuff and to learn. One who hears this narration of how Lord Chaitanya ate Sukumbara's rice will indeed attain loving devotion to Lord Chaitanya's feet. See, you hear these things. You hear these here. You're going to indeed. Look at Janine. She's here coming and she's hearing these things for a while, and then now tears well up when she reads this book. Okay? That's the kind of reports I like to hear. How about anybody else out there? Do tears well up when you read this book? Or chant these verses? Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Prabhu are my life and soul. Yeah, that's why they came. They came to make it really easy to be attached to them because they're so cute, so interesting, fascinating, uncommon personalities. Okay? Even as a baby, the uncommon activities of Nimai really fascinated the residents of Vrindavan. Okay, one more chance there, Radhe. Nope, no sound. Well, I guess Krishna doesn't want you in the dentist chair today. Because I'm done, man. I have to rest a while. Hare Krishna, everybody. Thanks for coming, Radhe. Good try. Try again next time.